It's a beach day. Hello friends. Today we're taking a walk to the beach because it's amazing, great weather. It's plus 18 Celsius. Trying to think, it's probably something around 17 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's a great weather and I want to take advantage of it because, as I mentioned, we won't be here that long. Yeah, I gotta enjoy the beautiful weather. It's probably gonna be very busy. It's not, well, you can technically swim. I don't have my swimsuit with me, so I probably won't be swimming, but let's see what's the situation. Can't really see all the colors in here, but it is really nice. Okay, so I am at the beach. There's not too many people here, surprisingly. Well, I'm also at the part that is a little bit less crowded. The part over there is usually, as you can see, more people. But yeah, it's really a beautiful day. I don't think I'm gonna go swimming. I just kind of like dip my feet in the water. It feels really good and refreshing. But the only bad thing about this beach is how rocky it is, and it's really painful to walk on it barefoot. I, of course, don't have my water shoes with me because they were not a priority for me to take. So walking here is pretty painful. Okay, I've been kind of meaning to talk about this for a little bit, and the topic that I wanted to talk about is about struggles of creative people or artistic people maybe. And the struggles are to stick to one thing particularly. It's very hard to commit to like one career, one job. So I've been thinking about how do people pick professions and careers, and always struggled with sticking to one particular thing. And I think probably that's why I picked architecture, and I think it's a wonderful degree and career because it really kind of merges and puts together a lot of skills, a lot of different types of knowledge. I think I really need to gather my thoughts before I can fully speak on this topic because it has been on my mind for a very, very long time, but I struggle to really arrive into some sort of definite conclusion. I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards that there are a lot of people who struggle with sticking to one particular thing, and I'm also leaning towards the fact that it is not a weakness. I think it could be utilized, and if utilized properly, being very successful. Comes to the saying, jack of all trades, master of none, still better than master of one. I believe that's how it goes. So yeah, if utilized properly, applied, I think it could be very, very advantageous. And that's where a lot of innovation can come in. People who are capable of putting all these different things together into something special, something unique, very Renaissance-like, very multifaceted, and I think that makes people incredibly interesting to just work with, be around with, have conversations, etc. I think it enriches you in many, many ways that otherwise, you know, if you just stick to one particular thing, it's great. I mean, doesn't mean you don't have any other interests or hobbies if you're an expert in one particular area. But I think what makes creative and artistic people is so special is that there is unlimited amount of interests and hobbies and skills that they acquire throughout their lives, and therefore, you know, their experiences are also different, they're richer, they're maybe not as in depth in a particular area, but piece by piece creates this beautiful mosaic or just art piece of a personality, human characteristic, whatever you want to call it. There is definitely a lot of beauty and value in that. But unfortunately, in the society as it is today, it's hard to be appreciated in that sense. It's hard to succeed and, you know, be successful in terms of making money, monetizing yourself, because that takes a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency, a lot of expertise in a way. That's what a lot of people get paid for. A lot of people are valued for their in-depth knowledge, and that in a sense is easier to monetize as an expert, as a master, rather than someone who has just tons of different skills but not to the level that people might want. So I guess the challenge comes in, how do you apply that? How do you put this all together? And I think architecture is definitely a good path for me, and potentially for many people like that, because it essentially embodies the whole idea of, you know, put all these different things together and create something unique, something different. I don't remember who it was, but one of my professors in college had an analogy of architects and inventors in a way. The analogy he had was Steve Jobs, and he kind of just made a point that he wasn't necessarily an expert in one particular area. He knew a little bit of different things, and there were tons of professionals that were, you know, working and helping him to put this amazing thing of, you know, an iPhone. And it's his innovativeness, it's his ability to piece things together that kind of helped him to create, you know, the device that we're all using today. And I think that's a good analogy. I think it's a good inspiration for a lot of people who struggle to just do one thing for the rest of their lives, and I don't think there's anything wrong with either. But again, society tends to praise people who stick to one thing, and become really, really good at it, and puts kind of the other ones at a disadvantage because, oh, what can you offer? What is that area of expertise you can offer? But it's a wrong way of thinking and focusing. I think society needs people like that, because that's again where innovation, creativity, progress really, really comes from. So if you guys have any thoughts, if you succeeded at figuring yourself out into how you want to apply skills, interests, and knowledge you have, because at the end of the day, yeah, we can do a lot of things at once, but can we succeed at all of them? And I'm sure we don't have to succeed at all of them, it's okay, but can we succeed even at one if we are focusing on 5 or 10 different things? Like, can one human really do that? Is it something that you would take one step at a time, focus on one thing for a few years and then move on to another? Or are you looking for projects and opportunities that really combine most of skills and interests you have, or you create something your own that puts it all together to use? I'm just curious to see what you guys think, for all creative souls out there. How do you manage? Or are you truly trying to find something special that would make you really, really fulfilled and satisfied as a multifaceted human? Or maybe there are other ways, I'm not sure. I would be definitely open to all sorts of questions, suggestions, any thoughts or comments, because again, I've been thinking about it for many, many years. I've been struggling with it for many, many years, and here I am at 30 years old and still thinking, still struggling, still not sure what I want to do, while I spent 8 years for school, 5 years for a particular degree, and I feel like I need to start over. I feel like I have to find something that I really, really want to do, and potentially that is many different things, not just one. But it's tough when you get older and you feel like other people are progressing at a lot of other things, a lot of other areas, careers, and you're still here figuring out what do you want to do. So I'll be happy to hear any ideas or suggestions, thoughts. I definitely want to talk more about this topic, because I think there are a lot of people who are in the same boat. It's just that they kind of shush their side, or stick to jobs that they have to stick for multiple reasons. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're interested for me to dig deeper into this topic, and I probably will. we going?
To Josh and Ella's.
Who are Josh and Ella? Ella's.
Josh is a treat. And Ella's alright.
Ella's alright. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see our friends.
That's
Okay.
what I said.
That's what you said. Yeah. What are we bringing? We're bringing the cat.
A dead cat.
Dead cat. Yeah. Okay, to Ella and Josh. Don't scare people.
Oh, it's not a dead cat, okay? We just cage.
Okay, that's it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Oh, you didn't record it.
No, I recorded it. Can you look 23 seconds?
I started a year ago. I have no idea when.
The worst time was when I actually jumped in with about 6 dolphins around me in Tanzania and Zanzibar. And she's supposed to be there with the GoPro, jumps in, and she like stopped it from filming because she just wasn't filming. So,
Yes. Cheers.